My name is Chrissy. I am a 43-year-old makeup artist. I have hooded eyes. I'm going to come on here and show you my new routine. First things first, it's an eyebrow. I've been doing this for a while. Lightly fade it in lightly. How does it not come straight off? Setting powder is going to lock in any makeup that you have underneath it. Concealer, warm it up with my hand, line my brow. It helps it to look more snatched and on point too. Line my whole lid. It's really going to grab that makeup and lock it in and keep it there all day long. It really makes that pigment just that much more boom. So now that I've got my lid primed for my eyeshadow, put some setting powder right here. That's going to lock in my eyebrow. Put a thin layer of the setting powder over our concealer. That will allow you to much easier blend your products. It gives you a much smoother surface. We're going to paint a fence. This is our fence. We're going to paint one fence post. This darkest color we're going to use. So on the outermost corner, we're just going to slide that down. You don't need any extra. It doesn't have to be perfectly blended, but you just want to pat where the makeup is and where it's not. You're just going to pat that down the same. It's called brick. Straddle right there where the other color is onto what I've kind of blended. And if you straddle where those two colors meet, straddle that seam, go ahead and take care of that. Straddle that fence post. Okay, so you've got two fence posts you painted. All right, keep going. It needs to be higher than you think too, probably way higher. Let's get our orange juice and we're going to do our third fence post. Right there. We're going to take it where the two colors meet. And we're going to tap it where those two colors meet. Just tap it up and down here, the whole seam. Looky there. It should be blending. It should be looking good. Yellow. Start making it not quite as tall. Go with your little bone here. Alright, we got that on. Under the seam. Sew it together. Sew it together. What? Get out of here. Look at that. Sewing it together. You see right here? Take it and just barely sweep it one way. Barely sweep it. Looky there. Just barely sweeping it. Right across the top. Just kind of blur that edge. Like neutral color. Skin tone. And just pop it up here. Blend all that in nicely. Looky there. See how it's a little bit higher over here? That's okay. Bring it up higher if we want to. I just use that dark color only. And then I'm going to go buff the edges up here. Alright. I like to clean up with a Q-tip and some micellar water and get everything I can out from underneath my eyes. So then that way when I put makeup on, it's not so much. That's why I do my eyes first. A little white here in the corner. You can use the white eye pencil like I like to do, and sometimes I just dab on white eyeshadow. Makes your eyes really pop. You could blend it right here where those two meet. But out. Eyeliner, camo concealer, or the eyeshadow over it so it holds it. You have to look straight, especially if you have hooded eyes. Bring your wing out. But right here where your pupil is, just stamp it. Stamp it right over that hood. And fill it in. Okay. Now you're going to see that gap. And that's what you want to see. Because if you have a hooded eye, that's your illusion right there. You can bring it together right there, but you have to keep that bat wing. Get you some more Q-tips with micellar water. And snap that corner. And if you're like, oh, I took off a little too much, that's okay. Dab it back. It's never too late. Now, since that's eyeshadow, set it with setting powder. That is going to keep it from smearing everywhere. And I go ahead and put it all over all my lid and seal it in that much better. I mean, it kind of waterproofs them. Now they're going to stay there till I say to leave. Just to snatch it a little more, take some concealer here. Snatch it more. Now this has got to be my most favorite thing that I've been doing, underpainting. We're going to put on our face primer. This is going to keep everything on. This is going to be a journey of trust that I need you to take with me. Using a cream contour, this is by Silk Naturals in the color Praline. For everything on your face that you want to slim or give dimension or hide, you're going to use contour. This is what gives you your shadows, your like lines. We're going to make a 3. I've seen the hacks and it's supposed to work for everybody. You make a number 3. This line needs to be right above your ear. Right above your ear, okay? That's where the middle part of the 3 needs to go. So here you got 1, 2, and then right here under your jaw, 3. Dab and flick up. Right here, you're just going to follow your jawline, okay? And yeah, we're doing this before our foundation, anything. Dab and flick into your hairline. It's going to look like too much. That's the process I'm going to need you to trust today. There's your 3. I'll do a little bit more right there where my Chintopia is. That's going to create a shadow effect. So then my double chin, it's just an illusion. It's not really there. Makeup's an illusion. It's so much fun. Shadows it. Okay? Shadows. I still have it. It didn't go anywhere, but it is not so vavoom. Here you contour your nose. Straight up and down. Over that slope. Under that nose. Dab it. So it goes right here to the top of your eyebrow. Down. Dab all that. Right here. Facial products. I am warming them all up. And pick them up with my brush. Right above our contour. It's already warmed up and spreading out beautifully. I bring it all the way over here. Pretty heavy. We're underpainting. It's okay. I promise you're doing so good. Put a little bit more contour there. Blending those together, you just sew the seams 50-50 between the colors. Concealer. This is cream concealer. A little bit right in the middle. Right on here. We'll put right here on the edges where we put everything else. We're going to kind of seam it together. Just dab it in here. Everywhere. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to put foundation over it. Marries it together a little bit more. Revolution Define and Conceal, $12. My favorite foundation for the last 3 years and going. I'm dabbing it evenly. Put the product directly on my skin so I can warm it up. Now I'm going to take it and just lightly put a light layer over everything we just did. It covers underneath my eyes great too. I'm going to go in here with my blush brush. I'm sure it still has some on it. And I'm going to dab it back on here again. Just give it a little bit more flavor there. Tarte Lash Treat. You get smears with when you use your mascara. Right here on your lower lashes, if you just take the mascara and put it over the top of them and don't take it to the ends, it won't have anywhere to connect with your skin. Or it won't leave little smudges throughout the day. Marry those colors together even more. Sealing everything in. Look at that. Much more natural. Scarlet by Glass Gloss. Overline my lips. I'm not even using a lip liner. Just using a good brush. Overline my lips slightly. Right on the outside of the line. It's your setting powder. Okay, you're going to put that everywhere. That's going to seal it in. and keep it from smudging. A little bit of highlight. Oh, God, it's so satisfying. Make it shine. No glue needed, y'all. It's got adhesive on them already, so they just snatch right to my lash. Smush them together more. Seal it in. I'm just using eyeshadow. Alright, so that is that.